isn't it?
Wow. Oh my God.
You know, Kevin, I'm like that man's shirt. I'm like that man's shirt in that I'm torn. Because I hate regulation, I hate busybodies, I hate meddlers, but I also hate people who pour on the aftershave and pour on the cologne and the cheap perfume.
Well, I wonder if this covers patchouli, first of all, because I've been to Portland and people stink there.
Yeah.
It's a dirty hippie town, and there's really, you could stand to douse these people in something. But this is the kind of mentality, it's like, you know, people who treat a bag of peanuts on an airplane like it's a weapon of mass destruction. I mean, people are just so sensitive about this sort of thing, and my God, one person out of 10,000 might have some sort of asthmatic reaction to your Old Spice. And it's just nuts. And
I think it's veiled. I think that there are actually, you know, every time you talk about peanut allergies, you get letters of people saying, I have a peanut allergy, so I'm going to say, yeah, it's legitimate. I think this is being used as a veil for people to go up and tell people, I don't like your perfume. I don't think it's about like.
Wait, we live in a culture where people don't feel confident enough to go up and say, I don't like your perfume.
Yes.
Hey, Greg, I don't like your sweater. There. I'm not going to go ask my congressman to pass a law outlawing gay
you
pink
tell someone you
sweaters.
don't like their perfume, you're going to end up down in human resources getting a sensitivity lecture for 2 hours.
You want to throw down about sweaters, really?
You are really taking that personally.
I happen to love every one of Judd Hirsch's clothing lines.
I bought this the other
You
day.
get it at Walmart.
I was in Urban Outfitters with my wife. I said, I need a new
Urban
look for the show.
Outfitters?
All right, I'm sorry. Is that not cool?
You are over 40, right? And you're in Urban Outfitters?
You know what?
Did you buy a cute little cocktail making book? How about some unicorn note paper?
Why do I even come? Why don't you just...
You're going to do great when we get to Justin Bieber.
You smell like high karate cologne, okay?
They've got some amazing hacky
Put on a little
sex
extra.
there.
Lauren, your natural odor is hideous. What would you do without cologne or perfume?
I wouldn't. That's the truth. No, I don't want to live in any city where Isaiah Mustafa, the Old Spice man, is banned. You know what I mean?
True.
That's the first thing. But second of all, I agree with Kevin, because why are we always catering? I mean, I know I'm very sensitive to people who have food allergies and have, but we're always catering to the weak.
Exactly. And don't even apologize for it. If you
No.
have a food allergy, it's your problem, not mine. I'm eating peanuts. I'm rubbing peanuts all over my Judd Hirsch sweater.
What I'm saying, Paul, is if you're in an elevator and you can't handle some Axe body spray, it's going to send you into a tailspin. I don't want you working in government.
Have you seen the ads? Axe body spray does the opposite.
It is amazing.
You'd have your nose stuck to my armpit right now.
It's the only reason I go to work, Greg.
Yes.
You know, Portland has bigger problems.
That is true.
It's an awful.
Well, they're
awful
located
place.
in Portland.
Well, you shouldn't.
You get the last word, Paul, because you're so angry.
There's 10% unemployment in this country. The worst thing in your life is that somebody's going to smell at work in your office. Better that than the refrigerator box you could be living in.
I agree.
Don't make fun of that.
It's frivolous. I think it's frivolous. If I could just say the word frivolous one more time. But it is hard when you're in an office to go up to a matronly woman who is wearing something she got for Christmas.
That's what HR is for.
From the grocery
How
store.
close are you to this woman that
You wanted to get her crying, just call her matronly.
How proud.
Are you texting from between her legs? Like, how close are you to this woman?
Oh, you're an awful man. You know, I'm going to take a break.
I noticed you didn't answer the question.
Yeah, exactly.
When is it okay to leave the scene of an accident? Lauren Sivan discusses this in her new pamphlet, The Best Way to Leave the Scene of an Accident.
You're a monster.
But first, a story about the TV show Glee? Yes, a story about the TV show Glee. For more on this, see our story about the TV show Glee. This tease brought to you by Children's Tears.
Guests on Red Eye will receive a guided bike tour of Central Park with the Action Brothers, Tex and Lex. The Action Brothers have been training together for over 15 years, and their mission is to show you a good time every time.
He's still not legal, but he hates the bald eagle. Elfish heartthrob Justin Bieber has caused quite a stir concerning his comments he made in his semi-creepy Rolling Stone cover shoot, seen here. Take it away. Said the Canadian cutie. That better be my copy. Said the Canadian cutie of the U.S. healthcare system, because you know you have to ask about healthcare. Quote: "You guys are evil. Canada's the best country in the world. We go to the doctor and we don't need to worry about paying him. Well, I wonder who pays for it. But here, your whole life, you're broke because of medical bills. My bodyguard's baby, oh, he's so cute, was premature and now has to pay for it. In Canada, if your baby's premature, he stays in the hospital as long as he needs to, and then you go home. O to the M to the G. Upon realizing his comments would be viewed as controversial, Bieber mumbled no further questions and escaped to the refuge that is his backyard swing set. Oh, that's divine. You know, I was laughing because when somebody talks about heartache and pain in a country, and the example they use is their bodyguard, it's hard. But having said that, it's hard to get mad at this guy, Paul, because he's like 16 years old. The reporter's asking him these questions.
I got to tell you, I go after Rolling Stone on this.
Yeah.
What happened to Rolling Stone? It used to be this liberal, raging liberal magazine, and it used to be people that mattered, that had opinions like Hunter S. Thompson. Now look at it, it's like a Lego person come to life. It's not even a human being. It's
terrible. He's a delightful human being. He's just young. And he shouldn't be asked these questions, Kevin.
Well, I agree. I don't blame him for answering the question. I blame the Rolling Stone people for asking it. But I would want to know whether his beloved Canadian health care is going to cover the hormone treatments he particularly needs.
Oh, terrible. You're so mean.
But who cares? I mean, not that he's a pop singer who cares what he thinks and he's worried about paying his medical bills, but he's a child. He's at the bottom of the learning curve. They don't know anything. Why ask them?
I think somebody should have been there to go like, no, that's not important. The one thing, Lauren, that I will say this is his opinions are pretty close to what you would normally read on the Huffington Post. I mean, it's not much different. It's like, oh, the understanding of universal health care is nobody pays for it. Right. It's free.
Okay, but I have to say I believe the same thing. When I was 16, I believed in unicorns. I believed that I was going to marry a Jewish doctor. I mean, none of that came to fruition. Look, we all said these things when we were young.
Yeah.
And reality strikes in, and once it does, I have to quote Bieber himself. Never say never.
No, it's so true. Bill, are you going to put up more Bieber posters above your bunk bed?
More. I will totally defend Bieber on this one. I mean, who did Vanessa Grigoriadouros, whatever her name is, who did she think she was interviewing?
Yeah.
Like a congressman? Right. She asked him about abortion. She asked him about health care. Not to mention the photo shoot. It looked like it was done by my old Boy Scout leader. That thing was disgusting. And also, Paul, I got to go back to what you were saying. The reason Justin Bieber is on Rolling Stone is, and this is a very controversial statement, Rolling Stone would like to sell some magazines. Now, if you dig up Hunter S. Thompson and put his ugly corpse in the middle of the paper, you're not going to have that many issues
Not
sold.
if you quaff his hair the way they did
well,
Bieber's
maybe
hair.
yes, exactly.
Put him a little skip straight to the rehab phase of his career. Can we just get there?
You're talking about the Leif Garrett moment.
Yeah.
Which will be at some point. But he's, this happens every generation. You get this. But the one thing he said, we are evil. He said the U.S. is evil. Right. You don't say that to your #1 cash cow.
Yeah, exactly.
Who buys your records? American girls.
And if his bodyguard could only work for a millionaire, maybe he could find money to take care of his baby.
Terrible.
But it's not, America's not his cash cow. It's all the little 13-year-old cows within that cash cow, and they don't care.
All right,
and I believe the same ignorant stuff he does.
Do you have a comment on the show? Email us. It's redeye@foxnews.com. To leave a voicemail, my direct line, call 212-462-5050. Still to come, the halftime report from TV's Andy Levy. Don't like him.
Boo!
Tonight's halftime report is sponsored by bowling, the 19th century sport that people today participate in when they simply can't think of anything else to do. Thanks, bowling.